I'm in Sanur today and I wanted to take a walk to the rice fields, the last remaining rice fields here in Sanur. And on the way there was a few things I wanted to check out, so we're going to do that. Might see if I can chat to a couple of people, maybe have a couple of coffees. I don't know yet what I'm going to find. I have a vague idea that there is a coffee shop up here that I want to try, but I don't know if it's open yet, so we'll pop in there, see what else happens. You might have seen me walk past this area before. I'm on Jalan Batur Sari. It's the road that leads from the Pandey Putri supermarket. Oh, look at that. Look at that satay going there. Look at that going. It's the road that leads from the Pandey Putri supermarket right up to Intaran village. Yeah, Intaran is the sort of the headquarters or the local traditional village of Sanur. So I've actually done a video of walking straight up this whole street right to the end. I've come out at about 7 o'clock this morning, which is peak hour for all the cars and motorbikes going about their business, kids going to school. Maybe, yes, about prime time for kids going to school, people going to work, that sort of thing, people coming home from the market. So it's quite busy with the motorbikes, especially around this area. The weather today is not bad. It's slightly overcast, a few clouds, but not really that much of a big deal. The weather has gotten slightly cooler over the past week compared to a week ago when it was just outrageously hot. It's gotten slightly cooler again. Not sure why. I think there's something to do with maybe a bit of cloud cover, because what we normally would face now is the wet season, and the rain hasn't really started yet. It's rained a little bit, but honestly not much at all. So we're in the in-between season, and it's getting hotter for sure in terms of temperature, but normally what happens, you get a bit of cloud cover, which then takes the edge off that heat. So when you've got no cloud and it's getting hotter, it gets really hot, if that makes sense. All right, there's a coffee shop here which is called Nyoman's. I'm going to try and go in there. I can say it the Aussie way, which is Norman's, but I'll wait. Look at that, beautiful place. Nice small little shop as well. Let's check it out. Hello. Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Cari kopi, okay. Hot cappuccino yang regular.
Yang regular.
Ya. Aku bayar dulu ya pakai kris ya.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's my coffee. This is my view from where I'm sitting. A tiny little coffee shop with only a few tables. That coffee only costs 28,000, no tax. That's a good value coffee here in Sanur, a really good value coffee. The beans are they're local beans, mix of Arabica and Robusta, but you could actually ask them and request whichever ones you want. You probably could, but they mix them the way that they think it tastes best. So I'm going to check out this coffee. Ooh, that's a good coffee. That is a very, very good coffee. So this is Nyoman's coffee. They've got a couple of pastries here and a bit of banana bread or something like that, or a biscuit. They give you a little old-fashioned biscuit on the side there. They're a classic old-fashioned Indonesian biscuit. Really very nice, very nice. What I like about it is it's just so low-key, no fuss, no frills, but very good quality. It's sometimes hard to get that balance right, because sometimes no frills and no fuss means bad quality, but this is good quality. So this is the barista. What's your name?
Nyoman. My name is Nyoman.
Your name's Nyoman, but you're not the owner.
No.
So because Nyoman is a common name in Bali, the guy making the coffee's named Nyoman, but he's not the owner, called Nyoman as well. Okay, that was a good coffee. I've had a really good chat here with Nyoman. Thank you, Nyoman, ya.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Sampai jumpa nanti ya.
Yeah, have a nice day.
Yeah. All right, that was brilliant. Brilliant. I'll keep going. Nyoman's coffee, look at that. That's the place. Jalan Batur Sari, about halfway up. In fact, if you're going to somewhere like Prapat Beres, the rice fields, from the middle of Sanur on a bicycle or even walking, you'll come past that place. That's open early as well. Like the sign says it's open between 6 and 3. 6 a.m. is a really, really early opening time for Sanur. Most places don't open until 7 or 8. So that's really nice that they've opened so early there. I've often passed this place. It's called, I think, Parisi. It looks closed because all the lights are off, but I think it's supposed to be open. So I might just go in there Yeah, it is open. 7 a.m. it's supposed to be open, and it's now 7:20, so we're going to go in here. Halo, udah buka?
Yes.
Oh, udah buka.
Ya.
Aku duduk di luar ya.
Bisa.
Ya.
Satu orang saja.
Ya, satu orang. Yeah. All right, we'll sit outside. Yeah, it is open. It's got the lights off. That's sort of like put me off a little bit quite a few times when I've come past. I thought it was closed, but it's actually open at 7. So we'll check this out. This actually has a really good reputation as a restaurant. Like as a breakfast spot, I haven't really heard many people coming here, but it is open for breakfast. So I'm going to check that out. The thing is with this place, because it's like a French restaurant, they do all the classic French dishes, and it's just got a very good reputation. But I haven't tried it. Thank you. Yeah. Can I have hot cappuccino? Terus French toast with honey.
Just with honey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can I keep this?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I'll just go through a bit of the menu because they've got a breakfast menu going between 7 and 12. It's a little bit more pricey than what you'll find at a lot of cafes, not much more pricey, like, I don't know, 10-20% extra, so it's not like a big deal. Like that French toast I got, it's going to be a simple French toast of brioche with a bit of honey on it. It's 40,000. That's actually a pretty good value. But when I look at some of the other things, like a Dragon Bowl, 69,000. Well, that's not bad either, actually. You can get it cheaper, that's not bad either. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit over the top on saying that. Prices are actually pretty good. I just saw something like a croque madame for 95,000. That's why I'm saying it's a little bit more expensive. Or eggs Benny, 80. Looks pretty good. They've got a good drinks menu as well. Cappuccino is going to cost me 35 plus tax and service. They've got smoothies, all that sort of thing. I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest, because if it's got a good reputation for dinner at night or lunch or whatever, they should do a pretty good brekkie as well, shouldn't they? So we'll stop in here. It's called Parisi Sanur. I hope it's great. It's actually on the corner of the road that goes down to Prapat Beris, the last remaining rice field in Sanur. So again, another fantastic spot to go on your way to the rice field, especially if you're going there for the early morning sunlight. I'm probably half an hour late now for early morning sunlight, and it is a little bit cloudy, but if you get down there just after sunrise, I mean, down in those rice fields, it's just phenomenal. You know, you might go straight to the rice field and come here on the way back, for example, just to explore this side of the bypass in Sanur. This road, Batu Sari, Jalan Batu Sari, it is a fairly busy road. But it's not terrible. Like, it's not like traffic jam busy. It's just like people going about their business. Okay, I got my little cappuccino there. These guys aren't specialty coffee shops, so we've got to give them a little bit of slack. I don't know what it's going to taste like, but I'm okay with it not being the best coffee I've ever tasted. Like, I'm actually quite happy just to have any old coffee. Let's see what it's like. Hear that noise? Oh, it's a decent coffee too. Decent coffee. Like, for a non-specialty coffee shop type place, it's good. A little bicky on the side. Okay, got my French toast, which is supposed to be brioche slices soaked in egg. We'll see. That doesn't look like brioche to me, but we'll check it out. That's strange. It's not brioche, even though that's what it says on the menu. Yeah, that's it's slightly disappointing, to be honest. Like, it needs to be brioche if that's what you say on the menu, because it makes the dish, doesn't it, when you have a different type of bread. Anyway, I'm not willing to write this place off. I mean, I'm enjoying my coffee here anyway. I would like to try some other stuff here, so I might come back at another time and try some other things as well. So I guess the thing is, would I have the French toast if I came here next time? No, I wouldn't, because it's not brioche and it's supposed to be brioche. I'd probably try something else though, like the bowls look pretty good. I mean, eggs Benedict and all that sort of stuff, they're going to be pretty good. I'd try that next time for sure. And I think on this side of the bypass, there aren't that many breakfast cafes anyway. There's very few. After Parisi, you can just turn left down a little alleyway, and that takes you straight to the rice fields. You'll need to get your open Google Maps to sort of navigate your way down here, because it is a little bit difficult if you've never been down here before. And getting a car, you'll probably have to get dropped off at the main road, Batu Sari, then walk the rest of the way. Cars can come down here, but it's just a bit narrow. And at the end of this place, it actually comes to the rice field anyway. It's sort of a dead end. And the car has to turn around down the end and all that. It's a bit of a pain. Best just to get dropped off at the main road and walk the rest of the way, about 100 or 200 metres. They're building some sort of residences here. They've been under construction for a very long time now, and it doesn't seem to be progressing. Maybe they ran out of money. Maybe one of those proyek mangklak again that I've talked about. Okay, we're in the hood. We're in the rice fields here in Prapat Beris. In fact, some of these areas don't look like they're rice fields anymore. They look like that's rice, of course, but it looks like it's just having a rest at the moment. I'm not sure, because that doesn't look like it was planted, because it's not very intense farming, that one. Then you've got veggies in this next plot. That was rice fields as well. Now, I'm not sure why they're doing that. Maybe they're just rotating their crops. But that's an interesting thing that they're doing there. I wonder what that is. Looks like something on a vine, that one. And then you've got a different crop here. Whatever it is, it hasn't fruited yet. So we don't know what plant those are. Like you might, if you're an expert. Like that could be a cucumber or something like that. You can probably tell by the leaves. I can see some flowers in there. So it looks to be a fruit of some sort, like a cucumber. I don't know why I keep saying cucumber, because I'm probably way off the mark. I'm just absolutely guessing there. Interestingly, the rice fields on this side are now planted with crops like veggies as well. Compared to last time when I was here, was quite a few months ago, that was all rice field. So I'm not sure why they do that. It's got to be some sort of rotation system, but I don't really understand rice farming. I've actually never seen that before. Usually in Bali, you usually find they just do rice all the time. So maybe they've got a lack of water or something like that. I don't know, because you need water for this as well. But I wonder what the story is. I'd love to find out. I see a farmer down here. I'm just going to go and ask him, why are you planting these crops and not the rice fields anymore? See what he says. Pak, kenapa nggak sawah lagi, nggak tanam sawah lagi?
Ya,
Kenapa nggak tanam padi lagi?
ya akan datang ini.
Oh ya, ini tanaman atau liar?
Sayur hijau.
Oh, sayur hijau.
Hijau, ya. Kalau hijau namanya ini
Ah,
untuk tanaman sayur makanan.
ah, ah.
Semangka, timun ke.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh.
Habis ini baru nanam padi.
Oh, ada rotasi kayak
Iya, ada.
itu sering ada rotasi kayak gitu.
Iya, ada.
Oh.
Oh, ini.
Oh. Kenapa? Karena tanahnya butuh apa istirahat ada?
Iya, betul.
Oh.
Belum penting itu istirahatkan dulu.
Istirahat.
Kalau udah ada subur dia.
Ya.
Iya.
Jadi lebih subur kalau ada tanaman kayak gini
tanam
dulu.
lainnya, iya.
Nanti tanam padi lagi.
Iya.
Oh.
Kalau ada air,
Ya.
bulan 12-nya ini.
Oh.
Ya.
Dan itu dari Subak
Iya,
airnya.
dari Subak, ya.
Oh. Wow.
Heeh.
Makasih Pak.
Ya.
Nama saya Adam.
Adam.
Ya.
Dari mana?
Aku dari Sanur, asli Australia. Aku asli Australia.
Dari hotel.
Ya. Aku tinggal di Sanur.
Oh, ya Sanur.
Ya.
Aslinya dari
Australia.
Oh, Australia.
Ya.
Oh.
Bapak namanya siapa?
Losen.
Losen.
Iya.
Senang sekali Bapak ketemu
Ya.
Bapak.
Ya.
Oke, ya Pak. Ya. Oh, menarik sekali ini.
Ya,
Ya.
ini dia foto ini.
Oh ya, boleh?
Boleh ini. Oh, orang yang kerja itu bisa.
Petani tidak punya uang pakai
Petani tidak punya uang. The guy saying the farmers don't have money for coffee. Kerja keras ya Pak.
kerja keras bisa beli kopi.
Oh ini,
Ini buahnya ini.
oh labu ya.
Tidak, semangka.
Semangka juga.
Ya, maka jauh tapi kulitnya yang kuning.
Oh,
Iya.
aku baru tahu ada yang kayak gitu.
Ya, ada yang hijau.
Ya.
Ada, ya.
Ah. Ya oke Pak, mari Pak ya. Okay, interesting story. Okay, I found out finally they got a bit of watermelon, all the vine things, watermelons. They've got the cucumbers going on, and those particular watermelons are yellow-skinned watermelons, and they're doing it so the fields have a rest. It makes sense. It's pretty straightforward. And in December, it'll be put back to rice fields again. Actually, when you speak to people in the farms like that, they always have a bit of a, well, not always, but often will have a bit of a joke about how they're poor and they got no money for anything. I have a bit of a laugh about it. Like they're actually correct, but they like to have a joke about it as well. It's like a sort of an in-joke that I've heard quite a few times. Maybe they're looking for a bit of sympathy and a bit of cash as well, and I bet you they probably get a bit as well from the odd tourist that comes past and says, oh, I'll give you some money for a coffee, because those guys work hard under that beating sun, you know, watering the crops by hand right now, because there's no water coming through the Sulbuk system as it normally would during the rice field planting times. Since I've been down here, there's a new little art gallery / cafe opened up down there. I won't try that today. I will at a later stage, but that gets a lot of good reviews as well because it backs onto the rice field, and of course people love the view, love to be out in nature. It's not cheap, like it's not cheap. That's a pretty expensive one. More locals go there than foreigners, for sure. I mean, everything over this side is a bit that way anyway. One of the things I've constantly been a little bit curious about is how this works. So basically there's a sign that says you're not allowed to build houses around here, and there's a map telling you where you can build and where you can't build. And that's based on data that the government has on the land zoning. And it means if it's not zoned residential, you can't build there. So all of that looks to be what they call zona hijau, the green zone. And when you have a green zone area, you know, you can buy it, but you can't build a house on it. And what you'll find here in this area is that the government knows that people are building on green zone land, so they've put up a map saying you cannot build in these areas. But the funny thing is that the buildings have been built and are continuing to be built, and it doesn't seem to have stopped, even though there's a big sign acknowledging that this is the case. There's a lot of construction going on here, like a lot. And as I've said in previous videos, these rice fields will disappear in the not too distant future. Like I would say for sure in 10 years there'll be nothing left, but in 5 years easily you could have the same situation where the building just continues unabated. I don't know about the status of each block of land though there, so I wouldn't go accusing someone of doing the wrong thing. And sometimes the maps get updated when you can convert green zone into residential. You can do that. Whether you do that formally or you have to just pay someone or how that works, I don't know. So I wouldn't go and accuse anyone of doing something wrong, because I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that map gives you an idea of what's not supposed to be built on originally, and it has been built on. Yeah, it's interesting. You can get away with a lot here in Indonesia, and a lot of it's not to do with money. It's not about whether you're a foreigner or a local or anything like that. It's more nuanced. It's about circumstance. And if circumstances dictate that the government cracks down, they'll do it. If they don't, well, they don't. You know, you can just get away with a lot of things. But in my case, I would never buy a block of land unless it's zoned residential, because I wouldn't want to deal with any of the fallout associated with doing something that's illegal. Just got chatting to a guy named Nyoman. It's my third Nyoman for today. And he was telling me that he owns a warung around here in the rice field. It's called Warung Carik. So I'm just gonna, like, it's really just here. I'm just gonna walk down there. He said just go and have a look at what it's like. Right in the middle of the rice fields, nice location. I think we've got to enjoy these areas while we can, you know, because obviously it's not going to be here forever. So I'll just go and have a look at that. If you're in town, and you know, time flies. Time flies. So if you're coming across for holiday, or if you live here or whatever, make sure you sort of experience these places now. I think it's a good time. Don't wait too long, because it might not be like this forever. Okay, I've just turned down a little path, little dirt path through the rice field. Little access road. You don't get a car down here. I wonder how they build these places in the middle of the rice field like this with no car access. Okay, so about 100 metres down that road, we have Warung Prapat Bres. This is it. Little tiny warung. I think, Yeah, that's it. So they'll make you coffee. They've got, like, it's a real proper warung. Yeah, that's the style of it. It's pretty cool. Hello. Nama warung ini apa?
Warung Carik Barat Beris.
Okay, Warung Carik Prapa Beres. So have a look at that one. That looks like a really good one. Nice little area. Like it's tucked away in the corner, away from everything. Nyoman was saying that he does get quite a few foreigners coming down here that are sort of wandering past. I'll just nick in there for a quick coffee or whatever. It's real local style. It's quite nice. If you're interested in that more local style of experiencing Bali, but you're really close to Sanur, like, come down here for sure. Previously, when I've made videos about the rice fields here, it's drawn a very strong reaction from a small group of people who are really opposed to the destruction of the rice fields. And there's a fear that by me exposing the area more, that it's going to further destroy the rice fields, I guess. But I mean, I'm thinking that's what their anger is. But I've had quite a few negative comments every time I show these rice fields. I don't know why. I mean, you know, what's going on here is happening irrespective of whether there's a video made of it or not. And maybe there's just a general dissatisfaction with the fact that the rice fields are disappearing. And I'm unhappy about that too. One of the things that Indonesians are very sensitive about is colonialism and foreigners telling them what to do. So when, you know, as foreigners, we complain about everything. When we complain about stuff, it's really sensitive, it's sharp on the ear of an Indonesian because they feel like we're trying to tell them what to do and it's not our country. So I think we need to be careful that as foreigners, if we complain, that, you know, Indonesians are very sensitive to that. They don't want foreigners controlling their country or telling them what to do. They had that for 350 years under the Dutch and 4 years under the Japanese. So they don't want that again. And there is a fear from some Indonesians that colonisation is happening again by stealth, by some of the relaxed visa rules that allow foreigners to come and live in Indonesia. Not everyone believes this, but I mean, there are some people who sort of feel that way. I'm actually heading back in the same direction that I started the journey in after having a couple of coffees, a bit of a journey through the rice field. Just loving the morning, really. I just kind of like this real simple morning thing where you just get up early and you go for a bit of a walk, have a coffee, go to the rice field, have a look, poke around. It's sort of what I do a lot of mornings anyway, whether it be running or walking around, making videos. It's sort of what my sort of schedule is here in Bali at the moment. It's pretty relaxed, pretty low key, love it. Hey, thanks for coming along for the ride today and thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur, Bali and Indonesia. I'll catch you next time and sampai jumpa.